Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing Module 5, Lesson 2. Today we're going to specify and partition, break apart, a whole into equal parts, identifying and counting unit fractions by folding fraction strips. Now that being said, you need some strips. So you're going to need 5 strips of paper that are the same size. So I recommend a 1-inch by 12-inch size strip. That is what my students are getting today. Okay, before we start with our strips of paper, please take out your paper, a normal piece of paper, and let's do this application problem. So this is Anu. Oh, I had a great friend named Anu in elementary school. Anu needs to cut a piece of paper into 6 equal parts. Draw at least 3 pictures to show how Anu can cut her paper so that all the parts are equal. Okay, so we need at least 3 pictures, right? So I need to draw 3 pieces of paper. Here's one. Now we could always draw another one, but for right now it says at least 3, so we're going to start with that. If you get done with 3 and you want to do more, go ahead. Now it says I have to cut it into 6 equal parts. Okay, so how can I cut the paper? Well, if I cut it down this way, let's change the color. Okay, if I cut it down this way, there's 2 parts. So what if I cut 3 parts out of this and 3 parts out of that? Would that give me 6? Well, let's do that. Let's cut one here, and all those stripes, even though they're a little bit jagged or crooked, are going to be straight if we really did it right. We'd use a ruler. So do I have 6 equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do. Good. Okay. What if divide it in half again? And then what if I went this way? Well, what if I draw a line here? What if I folded the paper in half here, or thirds? Well, there's 2, 4, 6. Could I cut it that way? I could do it that way. Okay, is there another way I could do it? Well, I've been cutting it this way right at the beginning. Let's cut it this way right at the beginning. Okay, if I cut it that way right at the beginning, what if I go this way? Well, there's 2. Do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do. Is there another way? Sure, there's a couple other ways. At least one other way that I can think of. But this way I've got equal parts. Now it just doesn't look it because my drawing isn't perfect. But I could do this with a real piece of paper, couldn't I? Just like Anu. Now, let's think about this for a second. This is cut into 6 parts. One whole is cut into 6 parts. What does it cut into? We cut it into 6, didn't we? So this is 1/6, this is 1/6, they're all 1/6, right? Okay, so now what if I color in 2 of them? How many of them are colored? Oh, where's my pencil? Well, there's 2 colored, but 2 what? 2/6. We go like this. 2/6 are colored. Okay? Or we can do it this way. 2, 6. Either way it works. Okay? Now, let's take out our fraction strips. Okay, so I have 2 fraction strips right here, and I'm just going to use what I have for my drawing. Only each time I get a different one, you are going to get a different paper. Okay, so take out one of your fraction strips, just one, and what we're going to do is I want you to fold it in half along the short line of symmetry, which means I want you to take, where's my pencil? Come on, pencil. This side and fold it over to this side. When you do that, you are going to make a fold right here, right down the middle. I want you to draw a line on that fold after you open it up. Now, how many parts did you make it into? 2 parts. Are they equal? They're the same size? So we are making it into halves. We folded it in half. So this is 1/2, 1/2, and this is 1/2. Now, on the back of that paper, I want you to turn it over, okay? And on the back of that paper, so now if you turn it over, it's going to look like this. You're not going to have any lines on it. This is the back side of that 1/2, 1/2 paper. I want you to write this. There are 2 equal parts in all. Okay? I want you to write that in the back of that paper. 1 equal part is called 1/2. Okay? So this is on the back of your half fraction strip. Alrighty? Now, take another fraction strip. Okay? Now this time, I want you to fold it in half, so this along the short line of symmetry. So you're going to fold it in, take this corner and you're going to fold it in half here. When you do, you're going to have a fold line right here. Okay? I want you to draw a line right here, just same as what you just did. Okay? Now, so right now this is what your paper looks like. You folded it in half and it looks just like this, right? Okay, so here's our other ends. Okay, here's our fold. So fold it back. Now I want you to take the fold and I want you to fold it over here to the edges. And when you do that, you're going to have a fold right here. When you open it up, and you're going to have a fold right here. Now, draw your lines on your folds. Okay? Now we have to label what they are. How many equal parts did we make on our whole? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which means that this part is a 4th. So I want you to write 1/4 on each whole, or each partition. Okay, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Great. So the front side says 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. How many fourths are in a whole? 4 of them. Now, I'm going to erase mine, but I just want you to turn your paper over, your 4th paper over. So this is the back side of your paper. Okay? All right. Now, on the back of the paper that says the 4th, I want you to write, there are how many equal parts in a 4th in this paper? 4 equal parts in all. Period. 1 equal part is called 1/4. We're going to write 4th, period. Okay? So this is the back of your half fraction strip. This is the back of your 4th fraction strip. Okay, now I'm going to erase all of this so I have new fraction strips. You need to get another fresh fraction strip. Okay? Now, you've got another fraction strip. This time, I want you to take this side, and fold it in half along the short line of symmetry. And when you do that, your paper now looks like this. Okay? And you should have, if you open it up, you have a line right here. Okay? Good. Now, just like the force, I want you to do the same thing again. Take the fold. I want you to fold it to the edges. Okay, when you do that, along that short line of symmetry, you've got lines right here. Okay? That was our fourths. But now we're going to make eighths. So now your piece of paper should look like this, right? Because you've now folded the half into fourths. So It's about the size of a fourth. Now, you've got a bunch of edges and one crease over here. I want you to take this fold and fold it over here again. And when you do that, you're going to get lines when you open it up, right here and right here. Okay. Now, with your pencil, draw your line on your folds. Straight as you can. Try not to be quite as sloppy as I am. Now, we have, whoops, oh my goodness, we have folded our whole into other partitions. How many partitions did we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, if there are 8, we have 8 partitions. We folded it into eighths. All right, so let's label it. 1, you got to write little, eighths. 1, let's see if I can do this diagonally to get it to fit. 1, just do 1/8. Just TH, there you go. That's better. GHTH. EIGHTH. 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 1 EIGHTH. Okay, so we have made 1/8. Each one of my partitions is 1/8. Now I'm going to erase mine. You are going to turn yours over to the back side and let's write what we need to write on it. So let me erase this part. Okay, and this one. Can't go too fast or my computer gets lost. Okay, here we go. On the back. There are 8 equal parts in all. One equal part is called 1/8. Alright? Period. Good. Now, take another fraction strip. Now this one gets to be a little tricky, so if you have a ruler, I suggest you use your ruler. Otherwise, you're going to have to kind of eyeball it. Okay? If you have your ruler on your strip, I would like you to put your ruler right on the edge so they're all lining up with the 0. Okay? Now, find 4 inches and find 8 inches and mark a line or a dot in the middle. Okay? If you don't have a ruler, try to kind of figure out about 1/3, and then I want you to take this edge and fold it over here so that you can have a crease right here. When you have a crease right here, then you could do, now this is kind of like folding a long letter if you turn it sideways. So you fold this all the way over to here, and then you'd open it up and you'd take this and you'd fold it all the way over to here, and you would have your creases. Now, this is the trickiest part. Trickiest part's over. I have a hole. I divided it into how many equal parts? 3. So I made each partition into 1/3. So label your fraction strip. 1/3. 1/3. Okay, now I'm going to erase. You are going to turn your paper over so we can write on the back what we need to write. Okay, now this is the back of your 3rd fraction strip, and we write, there are 3 equal parts in all, period. 1 equal part is called 1/3. Period. Good. That leaves us with only one more fraction strip, right? Okay, I'm just going to erase this one. Maybe I can get a bigger eraser here. Oh, I already have the big one. Okay, well, that's all right. Okay, now I'm erasing mine. I would like you just to get a fresh fraction strip. And the reason why I'm erasing this particular one is because I'm going to be folding it in thirds again. And I have my ruler handy right here. If you don't have your ruler, you're going to need to eyeball it. And that's okay. Just do your best. Okay, so I'm going to find my 4 inches and put a line and a dot. Line and a dot. Or I'm going to fold it over here. Then I'm going to fold this over to here. Fold it into thirds. If you need help folding into thirds, adults are pretty good at that. So if you need to ask a parent to help you with that, that's okay. Okay, now, here's the trick. Now I'm going to fold this into here. Okay, I'm going to fold this over here. I'm going to fold this on top of it. And what I have right now is a piece that looks like this. Then, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this edge right here. I'm going to fold it right here in half along the short line of symmetry. When I do that and I open it all up, I now have folds right here. Okay, so draw your lines on your folds. You folded your thirds in half. Okay, well, if you fold your thirds in half, what did you make? What kind of partitions did you make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You made sixths. Okay, so this is 1/6. This is 1/6. Please write this on your fraction strip. This is 1/6. This is 1/6. And this is 1/6. Excellent. Now, turn your paper over. I'm going to erase. You turn your paper over. Alright, now on the back, if you want a head start while you're waiting for me to erase, absolutely go ahead. I bet you can figure out what you need to write. Okay, I'm almost done here. Alright, right. There are how many equal parts? 6 equal parts in all. 1 equal part is called 1/6. Period. Good. Now you've done all your fraction strips. And that's actually the end of our video because your homework is going to be about fraction strips. Use your fraction strips as you need them and bring all your fraction strips back to school. Thank you. You did a good job. See you tomorrow.